While you're away, I've added a few extra things to my letterbox in order to finish it off. So the first thing I added was this pull handle. So I downloaded that from McMaster-Carr. This pull handle has a thread on it. It has a 5mm diameter rod with a thread on it, so that you can screw on a nut to it. So you can see that rod there. The other thing that I added was a locking nut. So a locking nut is a special type of nut that is really hard to remove, and it's used in lots of different applications within engineering and product design. So that's a locking nut there. Now, both of those parts you can find in McMaster-Carr here. So if you just pause the video and type in the numbers and letters, you will find both of those parts. Okay, now that you've done that, I'll just continue showing you the rest of what I did to finish. I have also added in some rivets along here. So I just had to drill some holes. That's not a very good view. Drill some holes that are 5mm in diameter in order to add those rivets in, and those rivets are just copies of the earlier rivets that we put in. Okay. By the way, I've just turned off the lid so that you can see what I've done. The lid is still there. Okay, now that we've essentially finished the model, we are going to add in a number later as well, but you can probably figure out how to find a letterbox number yourself in McMaster-Carr. We are going to start having a play with the physical material and the appearance, and then we are going to look at rendering the letterbox and then doing a exploded or paraline drawing, and perhaps even a little animation of the different parts of the model like I showed you in the first video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go Shift N and take off that component color tool. So we can see that the letterbox is back to its original material, which is the default material that you model in Fusion 360. Now remember how I said you can, you've got appearances and you've got physical material. So we're going to have a look at that now. So here we've got physical material. Now, physical material will actually change the weight and the density of different materials that you're using. So if we just open that out there, it will sometimes just hide itself, so you just need to open it out. And you can see there you've got options there for actually changing the materials. So if I just grab this one, for example, and I can just pop that onto that newspaper holder, you can see that it's changed the look of that newspaper holder to that different metal, but it's also would have changed the weight and the density of that material. So a bit of a subtle difference there with physical. You'll see in a moment that that's a sort of subtle difference with physical material and appearance. In the modify again, if I go down next to physical material, there's appearance. So appearance is basically works exactly like the physical material, except you are just changing the appearance of what it is that you are going to essentially paint. So if you say, if we look here, you can actually change something to be, let's say, like a a mirror finish, that means that it wouldn't actually change. It would just sort of have that mirror finish. Or let's say concrete, say if I made that, I need to download it, but if I by the way, you have to download some of these as you go along. It doesn't sort of come with those installed. But you just click on that to download them, that's fine. But if I put on that concrete physical appearance, it would appear to be concrete, but it would actually still be that kind of base sheet metal. So just a subtle difference, but quite an important one if you are being quite particular about your product design. So what I want you to do is I want you to go through and I want you to paint your different surfaces, make that as hideous or as elegant as you like. One other thing I should just note here is that you can actually just change it to faces. So let's say you want to actually just paint that face, and you want to paint just that face. You can just sort of select your faces that you want to paint, as opposed to like clicking on that one, which will paint the entire body. And because I'm painting the entire body, I need to remove it. So have some fun with that. Go through and paint your letterbox, or change the physical materials to make them as hideous or as elegant as you like. See you next time.